So hello guys, this is Ashutosh and I welcome you all to this new video tutorial session in my channel, and today we are going to verify Thevenin's theorem. So guys, today's topic is to verify Thevenin's theorem. You can see on the screen this is Thevenin's theorem verification, and I have already draw a circuit. Okay, here this is the circuit diagram you can see. So let's start. What is Thevenin's theorem? Okay, now we just go to the PPT. So you can see here the statement of Thevenin's theorem is basically it provides a mathematical technique for replacing a given network as viewed from two output terminals by a single voltage source with a series resistance. It makes the solution of complicated networks, particularly electronic networks, quite quick and easy. The application of this extremely useful theorem will be explained with the following simple example. Guys, we will take this example. Okay, this example. I have taken the circuit. This is the circuit what I have drawn over here. Okay, you can see Thevenin's theorem verification. So we have drawn this diagram. There is a voltage source of 110 volt. Resistance, this is the resistance 100 ohm. Here 200 ohm resistance is connected. In this between this 2 300 ohm is connected, and our terminal output terminals are A and B, as you can see over here, and this is the load resistance 500 ohm. Okay, so what is Thevenin's theorem? You can also see, you can also say in another statement, like in any linear bilateral resistive network where there are various voltage sources and various resistances are connected, so we can replace that circuit to an equivalent diagram, that will be called Thevenin's equivalent diagram. Okay guys, and where there will be one voltage source VTH, that will be called Thevenin's voltage source, and in addition with this a resistance, single resistance RTH will be connected in series with that voltage source. Okay, you can see VTH and RTH. This is Thevenin's. Here you can see in the Thevenin's equivalent diagram, this will be called Thevenin's equivalent diagram. And this is VTH, this is RTH, both are connected in series, and across these two terminals, load resistance will be connected. So the load current will be, finally you can say, VTH divided by RTH plus RL. So this is the statement of Thevenin's theorem. And how to Thevenize a given circuit? So guys, there are various steps. Okay, you can see here, first step, temporarily remove the load resistance whose current is required. Find the open circuit voltage which appears across the two terminals from where resistance has been removed. So these are the different steps we will see later. Okay, so first we will choose this circuit. Okay, I have also solved this numerical. Okay guys, I have taken this numerical and I have solved this numerical and find out the values of each and every parameters like load RTH. As you can see, current I have already found out the current. I have found out the VTH, and at last RTH, and at last load current. Then first we will solve this numerical. You can also solve in your copy. Okay, you can just note it down the numerical and just solve first manually. Okay, theoretically, then we will go to the our simulation. Okay, then we will go to our simulation where we can directly connect voltmeter, ammeter and resistance for measurement of resistance multimeters. Basically all the three circuit diagram you can see over here. This is also multimeter, but this is working like ammeter. Okay, we have selected ammeter. Ammeter is, this is the ammeter. This multimeter is working as ammeter. Then in the second diagram, this multimeter is working as resistance meter, ohm meter. Then in the third diagram, this multimeter is connected like a voltmeter. Okay, so we will come in this. So first we will solve the numerical and we will see what are the values that comes. Okay, what are the different values. So step number 1, I will tell you the step how to Theveninize the circuit. So first we have 110 voltage source, 100 ohm resistance, 200, 300 and 500 load resistance. So first step, what you are doing, first step you have to do, remove load resistance temporarily remove load resistance from this given circuit. Okay, so in the second circuit here, drawn here, over here, you can see RL is removed. This is RL 500 ohm, and now AB, these terminals gets open circuited, and now you have to find out the current. In the second step, see here, in the second step, find the current in the closed loop. Now this circuit gets open circuited, so no current will flow here, through here, and current will flow through this closed circuit. So now find out the current. I is equal to 110, this is the voltage, 110 divided by 100 plus 300. So it becomes 0.275 ampere current. You can see over here. This is our second step. Then in our step number 3rd, find out VTH across A and B, across these output terminals, which will also be called open circuited terminal voltage, VOC. Okay, VOC. Now find, we have already found out the current, and the value of current is 0.275 ampere. So just put here positive sign across this resistance and put here negative sign. Where current enters, that will be positive. Okay, so we have put here positive sign. It will be called positive, it will be called negative of this resistance, because current is entering at this terminal. So it will be called positive, and leaving from this terminal it will be called negative terminal. So calculate voltage drop across this resistance, and we have to calculate the VTH, open circuit terminal voltage, across A and B. So we have to travel A to B. Okay, this is our A and this is point B. So we have to calculate the voltage across A and B, and we have calculated the voltage across A and B. So let's start from this point. Okay, move from A towards B. Okay, this is the short path from A to B. So we have to calculate and sum all the voltages across it, all the voltage drops. Okay, so calculate, see, in 200 ohm, first resistance will be 200 ohm. Okay, from leaving A terminal, 200 ohm will be there, and there is no current in 200 ohm, so the voltage drop becomes 0. Okay, to VTH equal to, you can write VTH equal to 200 into 0 current. No current is there in this resistance. Then again move from here, and then we will enter in this resistance. So take voltage drop of this resistance, and that will be equal to plus. You have to write plus because we are entering here at this terminal, that is positive. So positive, we have taken this positive, 300 into I. Okay, this is the resistance I into R. 300 into I. And what is I? I is 0.275 ampere. So multiply this. So it becomes VTH equal to open circuit terminal voltage equal to 82.5 volt we get. This is our answer. Okay, so this is the Thevenin's voltage. Now, okay, move further. Step next, find out RTH. So guys, in previous circuit replace the voltage source by a short circuit. Okay, find out RTH for that. Remove load resistance. We have removed the load resistance already here. Okay, you can see here. Then what is other step? Okay, and short circuit battery or voltage source means replace this voltage source by its internal resistance, because this is ideal voltage source. So we have replaced this voltage source by short circuit. Now calculate R equivalent across these 2 points A, B. These are fixed. Okay, so you have to start from this point. Okay, so start reducing these resistance. So 100 into 300, how these are connected? 100 and 300 are connected in parallel. So you can write the RTH will be, the value of RTH will be equal to 100 into 300 divided by 100 plus 300, both are in parallel, plus 200 ohm is in series with the combination of these. Okay, so plus 200, and finally RTH we get 275 ohm. And then next last step is Thevenin's equivalent diagram. Draw the Thevenin's equivalent diagram. So you can write VTH, place the value 82.5, RTH 275, and reconnect RL, that is 500 ohm, and calculate load current IL equal to VTH upon RL plus RTH. So 82.5 divided by 275 plus 500, it becomes 0.10645 ampere. Okay, so this is the load current. Now we have to verify whether in that simulation circuit where we have drawn the simulation circuit, same circuit we have drawn over here. Okay, now we have to verify by connecting multimeters. Okay, that will work like voltmeter, ammeter and ohm meter. So first you can see here we are putting this PPT. Okay, here. Okay, so okay, now first I am minimizing this. Okay, so we have drawn this circuit and we have connected, this is our load current measurement. Okay, we have connected the multimeter that is working like ammeter in series with the load resistance. Here you can see it is connected in series. And what is the value when you start the simulation? When you start the simulation by running this, okay, so you will get 106.452 milliampere, and that is same load current, that is the same load current. You will see load current IL. This is the load current IL, 0.10645 ampere, and both are same. Okay, whether you write 106.452 milliampere or you write IL equal to 0.10645 ampere. So theoretically and practically the readings of load current are same. Okay, we have solved manually. Okay, so we get IL equal to this, and now we have connected ammeter in series with the load, and it is telling us 106.452 milliampere. Okay, now see next. Okay, this is our circuit 1. When load current IL is measured across load resistance of 500 ohm, the value of load current is this. So this is verified. Okay, this is correct. Now we will move further to our next circuit. Circuit is same, but now what happens? We have to find out RTH. Okay, and this, for this, what is happening here? We have replaced our voltage source with a short circuit and connect and remove load resistance and connect a multimeter which is working as a ohm meter, and what it says, it is giving 275 ohm. You can see here 275 ohm. This is our RTH, and you can also see in our presentation the value of RTH is 275 ohm. 275 ohm. Okay, so both are verified, both are correct. It is also giving us reading 275 ohm, so it is also correct. So RTH is also verified. Now we will move further to our third circuit. Here we have calculated VTH. What is the value of VTH? So battery will be there, resistance will be there. What is to be done? Only RL is to be removed. Only load resistance is to be removed. So we have connected multimeter again across these two terminals, these 2 points across A and B. Okay, and this is working like voltmeter. So what it tells, it is giving us reading 82.5 volt. When you run the simulation, okay, when you stop, you can stop by clicking on this red button. Okay, and you can run the simulation by clicking on the green button. So it is giving the VTH 82.5, and you can see in the PowerPoint presentation what we have calculated. VTH is 82.5. We have solved this numerical and we already found VTH equal to 82.5 volt, and by practical you are getting 82.5 volt. So this theorem is verified. You can say this is our Thevenin's theorem verification in the multisim software. So guys, that's it for today, and you can download the software from internet and easily draw the circuit and simulate any circuit, whether it is KVL, KCL or any other theorems. So that's it for today guys. We will meet in our next video.